the Council for Quality Growth connects and advocates for those in the growth and development industry by working at the intersection of public policy and private investment. Through the platforms of advocacy, information, and education, we engage daily with Metro Atlanta's 86 local governments and on regional and statewide issues that impact our members' ability to do business. The Council is your advocate, ensuring that regulatory policies support quality development and help communities thrive with strong planning and infrastructure for a prosperous economy. We are your source for information, providing resources to stay abreast of all issues affecting growth and development in the Metro Atlanta region and state. And we're the region's educator, convening our industry with our public partners through signature events, member roundtables, policy discussions, and educational forums, strengthening your understanding and your connections across city and county lines. Our engaged members, representing more than 300 companies across all sectors of development, contribute to the Council's mission of promoting balanced and responsible growth across Metro Atlanta and Georgia. Get involved in the issues that not only affect you, but impact the way our region will continue to grow and thrive for future generations. Join the Council today.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. My name is Frankie Atwater. I'm the President and CEO of the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, Frankie, give him a round of applause. And good afternoon again. I'm Michael Parrish, and I'm President and CEO of the Council for Quality Growth. It is really our pleasure to welcome you to the 2025 State of DeKalb County in this great assembly studio. So we're so proud to be here. I want to first, as we get started, acknowledge we have a lot of special guests here and a lot of elected officials, but I especially want to welcome our Atlanta Mayor, Mayor Andre Dickens. Thank you for being with us today. And we have many of the region's commission chairs and council people from all over the region and the county. So we'll acknowledge all of you later, but thank you all for being with us. So today is the final in the council's 8 State of the County addresses. We will host in 2025. And we have the opportunity to bring together the public sector with the business community this way across the region through these programs. We hope you'll join us for our 20th annual Meet and Greet signature event honoring our local and state elected officials at the Plaza in Colony Square on May 22nd. And on August 15th, the Council will host the 5th annual Intersection Quality Development Conference at City Springs in the Byers Theater. Tickets and sponsorships are available, and you can see a full list of our programs and annual events using the QR code on your ticket. Frankie.
It's so nice to have all of you here with us this afternoon, all of our friends of DeKalb to here to celebrate our CEO, Lorraine Cochran-Johnson. I mean, some great things you're going to hear. Some great things, and I'm not going to steal that storm because she is such a great person. I think you're going to hear so many great things from her. But we are honored to be back here at Assembly at Atlanta for this special occasion. It is truly an exciting time in DeKalb County. And many of you have said to me that we feel the energy, Frankie, about DeKalb County and what's going on here in this county. And we extend our sincere thanks to our CEO, Madam Lorraine Cochran-Johnson, for the opportunity to host her first ever State of the County address here. Her unwavering support for DeKalb Chamber of Commerce and the small business community is deeply appreciated, and her leadership continues to make DeKalb a dynamic place to live, to work, and to do business. We invite you to join us for our upcoming signature events, including the Small Business Summit, in which we'll have in collaboration with our CEO, and our inaugural DeKalb Valor Awards, where we celebrate and honor our public safety officers here in DeKalb County. In addition to that, we'll have the DeKalb City Summit, where our civic leaders will come together to shape our county's future. Michael.
Thank you. Thank you, Frankie. So to start the program this afternoon, we will hear a welcome from Michelle Long-Spears, the DeKalb County Board of Commissioners presiding officer and the Commissioner for District 2. And we'll also hear remarks from Joseph Gehrman, Mayor of the great city of Doraville. But before I bring up our first speaker, I would like to take a moment to give a huge thank you to our incredible host at the Assembly Atlanta and Gray Television. Thank you all for your support and for your partnership and for helping us make this such a special event and to bring the state of the county here. I would especially like to thank Justin Campbell, Myra Garcia, Sidney Jack, Greg Gamble, Gigi Bahodor, and everyone who has worked behind the scenes to make this happen. Let's give them a big round of applause, because this is spectacular. And of course, we would like to thank Hilton Howell, CEO of Gray Television, who regretfully could not be here today, but we're going to hear a short message from him in a moment. So right now, please give a warm welcome to Justin Campbell, Vice President of Studio Operations here at Assembly Atlanta. Justin?
Good morning, everyone. That was nice. Welcome to Assembly. I'm Justin Campbell. It's my honor to serve as the Vice President of Studio Operations here at Assembly Atlanta and Gray Media. And it's truly a privilege to host again this event and to be a part of the DeKalb County community. You know, as we're here together, gathered in Stage 5 of Assembly Studios, I'm reminded of what's possible when public and private sectors come together with a shared purpose. Assembly Atlanta isn't just a creative campus. It's a symbol of true partnership. Over the past 3 years on this site, we've watched it transform from 90 acres of concrete to a newly operational production studio to a future cultural hub here in DeKalb County. The theme of Mission Impossible, I've got to give credit, was incredibly fitting for this project and timeline. The accomplishment was only made possible by the immense support from the city of Doraville and our partners at DeKalb County. I see many of our construction partners are here in attendance as well, and they will vouch for me. At times it seemed very impossible to do what we've done. Happy to show off that we did achieve it. Behind the gates here at Assembly Studios, we're currently servicing multiple full-scale productions, providing over 2,000 jobs for Georgians, creating opportunities and driving growth right here at home for our local businesses and community. We've seen students from DeKalb County tour our stages and imagine futures in film and production, not in some far-off land, but right here at home. And we'll continue to build with one guiding principle in mind. Everyone should see themselves reflected in the success that we're creating together. To Madam CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson, the Board of Commissioners, and all of our local leaders, thank you for making DeKalb an incredible place to live, to work, and to thrive. I'm privileged not only to call DeKalb my home for business, it's also where my wife and I, who is a counselor in the DeKalb County Schools, are choosing to raise our family. That's because we believe in this county, we believe in its people, and together we believe the best stories for Assembly and DeKalb are still to come. And with that, here's a message from Assembly Atlanta's leader and visionary, Gray Media CEO and Chairman, Hilton Howell.
Hello, DeKalb County. I'm Hilton Howell, CEO and Chairman of Gray Media, and it's truly an honor to be with you today via this video at the annual State of the County address. If this is your first time visiting Assembly Atlanta, welcome. One of the reasons we chose the name Assembly was because of what it represents. A place to come together, a place to gather, to create, to imagine. And today, that vision comes to life in the most meaningful way. At Gray Media, we believe deeply in the power of community. That's why we're so proud to be headquartered right here in DeKalb County. This is more than just where we do business. It's our home. And as your neighbors, your partners, and your champions, we are fully committed to the health, vitality, and future of this extraordinary county. We're excited to work alongside our new CEO, Lorraine Cochran-Johnson, and the entire leadership team as you continue to drive bold progress, advancing innovation, celebrating diversity, and building a community rooted in resilience and purpose. This past year has been one of incredible momentum at Assembly Atlanta. We've been proud to host major productions like Beyond the Gates, which you can catch every weekday at 2 p.m. on our very own Atlanta News First, and Grosse Pointe Garden Society, currently airing on NBC nationwide. And I'm thrilled to share that more productions are already on the lot, with new stories being brought to life as we speak. And what fuels our creativity and ambition isn't just what happens in front of the camera, it's the community behind it, the people of DeKalb who inspire us every day. To our county leaders, thank you. Your commitment to strong governance, smart growth, and inclusive opportunity lays the foundation for businesses like Gray Media and Assembly Atlanta to thrive, and for the residents of this county to flourish. Your vision makes it possible for us to dream big and deliver even bigger. So on behalf of everyone at Gray Media and Assembly Atlanta, thank you for your leadership, your partnership, and your belief in what's possible. We're proud to call DeKalb County home, and we're thrilled for the next year.
Good morning. My name is Michelle Long Spears, and I serve as the presiding officer and District 2 Commissioner. I am honored to bring greetings on behalf of the DeKalb County Board of Commissioners. We gathered to ring in 2025 with glasses raised and hearts full of hope. As the clock struck midnight, we toasted to a Happy New Year. What we couldn't have known then was that the fireworks that lit up our sky would be more than just a celebration. They would be a symbol of a new era in DeKalb County, a signal that DeKalb is stepping boldly into a future shaped by determination, unity, and transformation. This is indeed a new year, but more importantly, a new future for DeKalb County. In the midst of change lies opportunity. Often it is hidden, like a jewel waiting to be discovered. But once unearthed, it becomes the catalyst for sweeping transformation. Today, we stand on that threshold. Your DeKalb Board of Commissioners, in partnership with our amazing new CEO, Lorraine Cochran-Johnson, is not only prepared, but committed to Mission Possible, DeKalb Reimagined. This is more than just a theme. It's a mindset. We are ready to face our challenges head on at the local, state, and federal levels and build the foundation for a county that thrives across all corners. I'm proud to introduce our newest board members, and if you would please stand. Commissioners Nicole Messiah, Shakira Johnson, and Ladina Bolton. These individuals, along with esteemed Commissioners Marita Davis Johnson, Ted Terry, and Robert Patrick, truly represent the wisdom, precision, and innovation we need right now. I leave you with this. DeKalb's future will not be written by a few voices in a closed-door room. It will be authored by each of us together. Whether you are a teacher, a student, a business owner, a faith leader, a healthcare worker, or simply a neighbor who cares? This is your moment. This is your community. Our progress depends on your participation. Our strength lies in your engagement, and our legacy will be built by our collective hands and hearts. Let us shape a DeKalb that reflects the dignity, the dreams, and the potential of every single resident, not just for today, but for generations to come. Thank you.
Good afternoon, DeKalb County. Good afternoon, Madam CEO. Welcome to Doraville. I'm Mayor Joseph Geierman, and it's my honor to welcome you to our city. It was founded over 153 years ago, and we are one of the oldest cities in DeKalb County. Our transformation over that time has mirrored that of the county's own evolution. From an agricultural community to an industrial powerhouse to a multicultural corridor, and now to a center for television and major motion picture production. Assembly Studios stands as a testament to what can be achieved when city and county leaders unite with a shared vision. Through the establishment of the tax allocation district and the unwavering support of DeKalb County, we've transformed a dormant industrial site into a thriving center of creativity and commerce. This collaboration has not only revitalized a key area in the heart of Doraville, but has established a major hub with major economic impact being felt throughout the county and the entire metro Atlanta region. CEO Cochran-Johnson not only understands this, but embodies the spirit of collaboration. In her time as CEO, she has initiated significant changes in how the county engages with cities. From hosting a DeKalb Mayor's Forum retreat earlier this year, to assigning a liaison specifically dedicated to connections with local municipalities, her administration has already made substantial strides in improving relationships between cities and the county. This doesn't surprise me. Before she was CEO, Lorraine Cochran-Johnson was my county commissioner. Even when bureaucracy made things difficult to get done in the county, she was always willing to roll up her sleeves and help do the right thing. During the COVID crisis, we faced a situation involving low-income seniors being co-housed with a very high-risk population. Lorraine was the only DeKalb official who partnered with us to resolve that situation and secure better housing for those seniors. CEO Cochran-Johnson is taking office at a challenging time for our county, but I know she is the right person to be our leader. Thank you again for being here in Doraville today. We're proud to be part of the momentum in DeKalb County, and I look forward to supporting CEO Cochran-Johnson as she continues that work. I also hope you will come back to enjoy what Doraville has to offer, whether it's a meal at one of our Michelin-rated restaurants or one of our other many great eateries, a visit to the Beeford Highway Farmers Market, or an evening at the Interactive Exhibition Hub. We are a diverse community with something to offer for everyone, and we appreciate you being here. Thank you very much.
All right. Got to make sure we're on the right page here. Okay. Thank you, Mayor Geierman. I'd like to ask all of you to please stand as the DeKalb County Public Safety Honor Guard presents the colors, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, and then Denise Ann Malcolm will sing the national anthem, followed by the invocation from Pastor Norman Thomas of the First Baptist Church, Gresham.
Detail. Okay. Cut. Carry. Color. Ready. Cut. Arch out. Arch. Forward. March.
left tug, march. Detail, halt, present, up.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held by the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we'd watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave.
And could I ask you to all please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Our Father and our God, we again want to say thank you for this day and thank you for the many blessings that you have bestowed upon us. Thank you for this opportunity to come together as a county, as a city, as a state. Pray, Father, that you would grant our CEO, Lorraine Cochran-Johnson, the wisdom that she needs in order to do the work that you've called her to do. We thank you that your word says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. I pray that you would grant her the wisdom, the courage, the knowledge, and the understanding to answer the call for such a time as this. I pray that you would bless DeKalb County. I pray that the people will be at peace because the leader is at peace. I pray that all of the individuals who are working within our district and our county are doing the work that you've assigned them to do, and that everybody will answer their call, not in response to what anybody else is doing, but simply to answer the call that you've put on our lives. And Father, we know that all things are possible as long as we walk with you. The mission is possible, and by your grace, the mission will be accomplished. It is in your name that we pray. Let all of God's children say, amen.
Please be seated.
Thank you, Pastor Thomas. Please enjoy the delicious lunch as we continue the program. Now, please welcome Clyde Higgs, President and CEO of the Atlanta Beltline Incorporated and Chair of the Council for Quality Growth, and Earl Walker, Senior Vice President of Image 360 Tucker and Chair of the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce.
So good afternoon, everyone. Woo, tough crowd. All right, good afternoon, everyone. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, yes. So my name is Clyde Higgs. I'm the president and CEO for the Atlanta Beltline, and I am also the 2025 chairperson for the Council for Quality Growth.
Good afternoon. My name is Earl Walker. I'm the Senior Vice President at Image 360 Tucker. I also am the 2025 Chair of the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce. Okay. As the Chairman of DeKalb Chamber of Commerce, I'm proud to stand with an organization that continues to champion the success of our business community in DeKalb County. Thanks to the dedication of our members, partners, staff, the Chamber has seen remarkable growth, expanding our reach, deepening our impact, and creating real value for businesses throughout DeKalb County. We are especially grateful for the strong support of CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson. Her unwavering commitment to collaboration and economic advancement has been instrumental in helping us move DeKalb forward. Together, we're building a stronger, more inclusive economy, one that works for every resident and every business. I would like to personally thank Lorraine for her support, CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson. Tomorrow I will celebrate 27 years in business here in DeKalb County, and I'm here to tell every business in DeKalb County your mission is possible. Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry. Higgs, okay. All right. I would like to go ahead and recognize our sponsors. Our gold sponsors are American Medical Response, the City of Clarkston, Decide DeKalb, Discover DeKalb, Direct Residential, Emory, Goodwill of North Georgia, Perimeter CID, Pond and Company, and Georgia Power. Our resource sponsor is the Metropolitan North Georgia Water Planning District and the Atlanta Regional Commission. Come on, let's give them. Silver sponsors are EECOM, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shields, Arcadius, Atkins, Realis, Atlas, Benchmark Management, CDM Smith, CERM, the City of Brookhaven, the Collaborative Firm, Comcast, DeKalb County School District, DeKalb Municipal Association, East Metro CID, Edens, Emory Healthcare, Freese and Nichols, Frontline Response. Our silver sponsor, come on, let's give them a round of applause. Silver sponsors, Graham and Associates, Grice Consulting Group, Jacobs, Lewis Contracting Services, MARTA, Metro South CID, R2T, Tector Tech, Tucker Northlake CID, United Consulting. We also would like to take a moment to recognize our bronze and supporting sponsors. We are incredibly grateful for their generous support, and you'll see their names displayed on the screen. And lastly, I'd like to acknowledge the VIP table host sponsors for their support of today's event. Amazon, Pond and Company, and RB Communications, Inc. Once again, please join us in thanking them for helping make today's event possible.
All right, all right. Again, happy Friday, Junior, to everyone. All right. As the chairman of the Council for Quality Growth, I'm honored to join you today to celebrate the continued progress and partnerships that DeKalb is enjoying. DeKalb is a model of innovation, resilience, inclusive growth, and the Council for Quality Growth remains committed to supporting the policies and the investments that sustain this type of momentum. Mayor Dickens knows this very well. Together, we can all ensure that DeKalb continues to thrive as a place where business and community can prosper side by side. We are grateful for the leadership of CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson and the entire DeKalb County Board of Commissioners. And we are especially looking forward to Madam CEO's first ever address. And so very excited to hear you, Madam CEO. So after this, I want to take a minute and recognize one of our significant presenting sponsors. And I want to welcome our friends from Amazon to come up and make a couple of remarks.
Good afternoon. Amazon is honored to be a presenting sponsor for today's State of the County. I want to thank CEO Cochran-Johnson and the entire DeKalb County Commission for their leadership and commitment to driving economic growth, innovation, and community well-being. DeKalb County is a key piece for Metro Atlanta's hub for entrepreneurship, talent, and collaboration. As one of the top and largest employers and investors in the Metro Atlanta region, Amazon is proud to be a part of this county's progress. Today, Amazon has over 30,000 part-time and full-time employees across Georgia. We've invested more than $18 billion creating jobs, expanding infrastructure, and supporting local businesses. Just last week, we hosted CEO Cochran-Johnson, Commissioner Bolden, and a few others in the DeKalb County leadership at our Crown Jewel facility in the Metro Atlanta area, our Amazon robotics facility in Stone Mountain, where we employ over 3,000 Georgians. Being here at Assembly, it's fitting to mention that Amazon has invested over $600 million in the film industry, producing films and series all across Georgia, employing over 65,000 cast, crew, and post-production professionals. Beyond our investments, we're committing to building a stronger and more resilient future, whether it's through workforce development programs, opportunities for entrepreneurs, or partnerships with local nonprofits. We believe in the power of public-private collaboration to drive meaningful impact. Amazon looks forward to continuing our work alongside Madam CEO, her team, the rest of the County Commission, local businesses, and the Council for Quality Growth to ensure that growth and innovation benefit everyone. Thank you, and I look forward to the conversation ahead.
So on behalf of the Council for Quality Growth, Peter, can you come up to the stage and give some remarks? All right. Give Peter a round of applause. All right.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Peter Pimentel. I am with the American Heart Association. I am the Regional Advocacy Director here in the Southeast region. It is an honor to be able to address all of you today here at this wonderful event celebrating DeKalb County. And the American Heart Association is very dedicated, as you all know, to the health of all of our communities, especially here in DeKalb County. So we wanted to take this opportunity to bring to light an initiative that we have been working on here in your county with your neighbors and your friends and your family. We have a campaign called Breathe Easy DeKalb, which seeks to update the county smoke-free legislation just to ensure that, thank you, just to ensure that all of our community members are able to go to work and go home to their families without having to choose between a paycheck and their health. So you may not know, but current legislation still allows for certain venues and certain businesses to have indoor smoking, which puts the workers in the service industry, many of which are some of our most vulnerable members in the community, our immigrant communities, our elderly, our young people, our working class families. And these folks have to go to work and risk their health in many cases to make a paycheck. So what we're trying to do is to ensure that DeKalb County moves forward into the future and that all of the work that the CEO has done is fully represented in the health and quality of life of all of DeKalb County's residents. We are working very, very carefully and very closely with many leaders in the community. We have a local coalition. Some of those members are here today at our table over there, and they're really happy to be here, and they'd be really glad to speak to any of you. Again, I want to thank the state of DeKalb and the event for the opportunity to speak today. You should have some literature at your seat, a flyer detailing the Breathe Easy DeKalb campaign and a QR code. If you'd like to learn more about our initiative here, feel free to scan that and learn more about what we are doing in your county. And thank you again for this opportunity.
And for our final presenting sponsor, if you can give a round of applause to our CEO of the Fulton DeKalb Hospital Authority, Mr. Javon Gibson.
Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Can we take a moment to say thank you to CEO Cochran-Johnson and her team for this amazing venue and this amazing experience. So, this is the closest I'm going to become to being a movie star. So I'm taking it all in right now, CEO Cochran-Johnson. As I said, my name is Javon Gibson, and I'm the CEO of the Fulton DeKalb Hospital Authority. We have the honor of partnering with CEO Cochran-Johnson, the distinguished members of the DeKalb Board of Commissioners, as well as many of you, in ensuring that the residents of DeKalb have access to quality care. You know, I'm known for going off script, so you probably won't be bothered by this, but when I was coming here, I was thinking to myself, I should probably talk about the 15,000 residents of Fulton DeKalb that the Fulton DeKalb Hospital Authority has supported through access to quality health care and social determinants of health like food and housing. I should probably talk about the 2 facilities that we're partnering with Grady to build here in DeKalb County to make sure that all residents have access to quality care. I should probably talk about the 500 individual residents of DeKalb that our community health workers have supported and assisted in getting access to needed services and resources. And those things are extremely important. Our partnership with Grady, building facilities, creating access, responding to needs are hypercritical. And then about 2 o'clock last night, I'm sitting on my back porch, 2 a.m., and I was struggling with an issue. And it was a very simple issue, and you probably all are aware of it. There was a definition that kept resonating in my mind, and I'm going to read this definition to you. The fair and just opportunity for all people to achieve their highest level of health, regardless of their race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, gender, or other social factors. The fair and just opportunity for all people to achieve their highest health. Does anybody know what that's the definition of? My team better know. It's the definition of health equity. Yeah, I said it. I said equity. Don't get scared. Some of y'all look real scared right now. Here's the challenge. I live in an environment where the vulnerable can conceivably become more vulnerable. I'm now in an environment where the marginalized can conceivably be even more marginalized, where the disenfranchised can be more disenfranchised, where the sick can become sicker. And I've been told the very fiber of my existence, the reason why the hospital authority exists, to ensure that the marginalized and vulnerable have access to quality care, I can't say it anymore. I can't say that poor people are poor. I can't say that the vulnerable are vulnerable. How is that possible? I'm concerned and I'm confused, and it is keeping me up at night. But I'm committed, because when I first got here, I had an opportunity to meet CEO Cochran-Johnson, and her energy was palpable, and her belief in the work was palpable. And I realized at that moment that leadership is an action and not a position. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to concede my last 15 seconds, and I'm going to tell you this. At the Fulton DeKalb Hospital Authority, we remain committed to closing the gaps in the health ecosystem and ensuring that the vulnerable, the underserved, the marginalized get everything they need, and we will do it in partnership with Madam CEO, and we will do it in partnership with you, and we sincerely hope that you stand with us for equity. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Javon, for those remarks. And also, we are proud to support the work of the Metropolitan North Georgia Water Planning District. So next on the program, we will hear from Danny Johnson, who is the Managing Director of Natural Resources for the Atlanta Regional Commission, for an update about their work across the region and their successes that they have taken place right here in DeKalb County. So please give Danny a warm round of applause. Danny.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good to be with you again this year. For those of you who may not be familiar with the Metropolitan North Georgia Water Planning District, we are proud to be the only major metropolitan planning entity in the country where more than 100 local jurisdictions are actively implementing a long-term comprehensive water management plan, and one that is not only required but enforced. Metro Atlanta faces a unique challenge. Our region has one of the smallest available water supplies of any major metro area in the country. That's why the work of the Metro Water District is so vital. Our mission is to ensure that we have sound, forward-thinking plans in place to meet the water needs of today and tomorrow. We also plan for the unexpected, from aging infrastructure and surges in industrial growth to increasing frequent extreme weather events. Our job is to help local governments stay ahead of potential disruptions. That's why today is so important. It's a chance to celebrate the visionary leadership of our member jurisdictions and the positive impact they have in our community. In DeKalb County, we've witnessed leadership embrace the vital principle that investing in our future requires a financially sustainable long-range strategy. This often involves making difficult choices, always guided by the best interest of the community. When communities like DeKalb conduct the difficult task of addressing their aging infrastructure, they demonstrate their deep commitment to the responsible stewardship of their community assets. This unified approach will preserve and advance the way of life for all those who live and work in DeKalb, keeping this county on a firm and stable path. Thank you to the Council for this opportunity to share more about the Metro Water District, and to Madam CEO Cochran-Johnson for your leadership on both the Metro Water District Board and the ARC Board. Thank you so much, and I look forward to a great event.
And next, we will hear from, I think, someone you'll be very interested in, and this is Martha Ravello. She is the Chief Intergovernmental Officer and Affairs for DeKalb County. So, Martha, please come to the stage. All right.
Good afternoon. Buenas tardes, DeKalb County. I am Martha Ravello, Chief of Intergovernmental Affairs for the Office of the CEO, and it is truly my pleasure to help kick off today's State of the County program. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the many distinguished guests and elected officials with us today, leaders whose dedication continues to shape not only DeKalb County, but our region and beyond. So let's begin by hearing from our U.S. Senators, Senator Jon Ossoff and Senator Reverend Raphael Warnock.
Hello, DeKalb County. This is Senator Jon Ossoff, and I want to extend my greetings and congratulations as Madam CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson delivers her State of the County address, and the county reflects on recent achievements and the work that remains to be done in the years to come. It is my pleasure to serve you and to continue working alongside you to upgrade water infrastructure, strengthen public safety, and expand transportation, to protect civil rights, and to support the county as we navigate these turbulent and difficult times. It is a pleasure to work with all of you, with the commissioners, with local leaders, with the CEO. Please know that every single day my team and I are thinking, what can we do for DeKalb County today? Again, this is U.S. Senator Jon Ossoff. Madam CEO, commissioners, the whole team, thank you for all you do.
Well, hello, DeKalb County. I'm your United States Senator, Reverend Raphael Warnock, and welcome to the 2025 State of the County Address. I want to start by giving a special shout out to your new DeKalb County CEO, Lorraine Cochran-Johnson. You are in good hands with Lorraine at the helm. The first 100 days of the DeKalb County vision focuses on infrastructure, housing, economic development, and public safety. All efforts I have proudly championed right here in DeKalb and all across the Peach State. Through community resource events, infrastructure and small business investments, and federal grants that injected money directly into the county, I've been proud to champion DeKalb in Washington. And I look forward to continuing to partner with you in getting good things done for your residents. So to CEO Cochran-Johnson and all of the county commissioners and public servants, thanks for all that you do for your county, for your community, and for Georgia. Keep the faith and keep looking up.
We are deeply grateful for the partnership and support we receive at the federal level. So a sincere thank you to both of our senators for their steadfast leadership and advocacy. And now I'd like to recognize those who are with us today. If you are an elected official or representing one, please stand and be recognized as I call your group. Let's take a moment to thank all for their service to DeKalb County and beyond. All federal representatives, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Representatives from the governor's office, please stand. All Georgia state senators, please stand. Thank you. All Georgia State House of Representatives, please stand. To our neighboring county leaders that are shaping the Atlanta region, Chairman Rob Pitts, Chairwoman Lisa Cupid, Chairwoman Carlotta Harrell, Chairwoman Nicole Love Hendrickson, Dr. Alika Anderson Henry, Chairwoman Ramona Jackson-Jones, and Chairwoman Janice Vanice. Please stand and be recognized, and thank you for being here today. Your presence speaks volumes about the spirit of collaboration that drives our region forward. And now, all 12 mayors of DeKalb County, please stand. Oh, yeah, you're included, Mayor Andre Dickens. Thank you for all you do and for your continued partnership. All DeKalb County judges and clerk, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Thank you for being here. DeKalb County's District Attorney, Sherry Boston, could not be present with us today, but we are thanking her for her service to DeKalb County. Now we have DeKalb County Solicitor Donna Coleman Scribbling. Please stand. DeKalb County Sheriff Melody Maddox and DeKalb County's Marshal Kevin Richardson. Please stand. All school board members, please stand. If I have not yet recognized you and you served in an elected office or represent one, please stand. Thank you. Thank you all for your service and commitment to all the residents of DeKalb County, the Atlanta region, and the great state of Georgia. And now, to officially launch today's program and unveil a bold vision for DeKalb's future, please join me in welcoming our Chief Communications Officer, Deanna Smith.
Good afternoon. Again, I'm Deanna Smith. I'm the Chief Communication Officer for DeKalb County, and I have the honor to serve alongside a CEO who didn't just step into her role, she stepped in and up with purpose, vision, and resolve. When CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson took office, she didn't ask what could be done, she declared what must be done. She came in with a clear charge to reimagine how we serve, how we lead, and how we show up for the people of DeKalb County. She continues to challenge all of us to move beyond the status quo and lean into transformation. Under CEO Cochran-Johnson's leadership, we are not operating with a business as usual mindset. We're moving with urgency, purpose, and ambition. Every meeting has a purpose. Every initiative has a timeline. Every dollar is being stretched for impact. The administration she has built is focused, fearless, and we are unshakably committed to delivering results for the people of DeKalb County. We are not caretakers of government. We are change makers for the future. That's the spirit behind this year's theme, Mission Possible. The mission is real, the pace is fast, and the momentum is just beginning. So now we invite you to get a small glimpse of this mission in motion. Let's take a look at Mission Possible, DeKalb Reimagined, and immediately following, we'll be joined by the leader driving this charge, the 6th CEO of DeKalb County, CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson.
I'm Lorraine Cochran-Johnson, and I have the honor of serving as the Chief Executive Officer of DeKalb County, Georgia. DeKalb is the 4th largest county in the state. We are proud to have 12 unique cities, each rich in culture, diversity, and potential. DeKalb is stepping into a new era of intentional growth and bold transformation. We are reimagining DeKalb. We are prioritizing economic development, improving our infrastructure, expanding housing options, strengthening public safety, and modernizing operations. We're not just managing daily operations. We're laying the foundation for a more connected, more responsive, and more prosperous DeKalb County. From high-impact community strategies to cross-jurisdictional collaboration, we've turned the page. And we're writing a new chapter, one defined by bold ideas, measurable outcomes, and an unwavering commitment to public service. But none of this can happen without you. We need innovative businesses and dedicated partners to help us realize this vision. Whether you're an investor, developer, or entrepreneur, we invite you to join us. The mission is real. The opportunity is now. And with your partnership, it's possible to reimagine DeKalb together. To learn more about economic development opportunities in DeKalb County, visit our website at www.dekalbcountygA.gov. or connect with our Chief Development Officer, Jacob Vallow. So join us as we embark on a mission that will define our future, starting in 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, CEO Cochran-Johnson. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to lead DeKalb County into a new era of innovation, efficiency, and transparency. This mission requires assembling a team of exceptional individuals dedicated to reimagining governance.
Mission accepted. Approaching drop-off.
Lorraine Cochran-Johnson, Chief Executive Officer. Dr. Leah Davis, Chief of Staff.
Plans are secure. On the road in 5. How are we looking, Deanna?
From Dunwoody to Decatur, DeKalb is diverse and full of potential. Partnering with our commissioners, we will drive progress and ensure that every district in DeKalb County thrives. With a team that's built to complete the mission. Deanna, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Deanna Smith, Chief Communications Officer.
Communications is online. DeKalb PD is perfect, as always. What's the update on development, Jacob?
All I know is we're gonna have bigger problems if this tech doesn't work.
Jacob Vallow, Chief Development Officer.
Hey, sir, you can't be here. Sir?
Development plans are green lit. Construction underway. You're up, Martha.
Copy that. Eyes on you, operative. City Grid is yours.
Martha Revello, Chief of Intergovernmental Relations.
I'm in.
Parks are open, traffic is minimized, and quality of life is up. See you at the rendezvous.
Let's everyone take your seat. We have arrived to the rendezvous. Let me begin by saying good afternoon, DeKalb. What an incredible moment to stand before you as the Chief Executive Officer of DeKalb County, Georgia. I want to take this moment to thank each and every one of you for being a part of my 2025 State of the County address. Yesterday, because I'm such a hands-on person, we came and I literally walked the room and I was truly overwhelmed. I had no idea so many people would want to be present. Sometimes when you're working, you forget the support that you have. And I realize that there are a lot of people in this room who are completely vested in DeKalb, and you know that the mission is possible.
Now, let me first address the blockbuster you just watched. Okay? While we all look the part, I want to be very clear, arriving in jets and stepping out of high-end cars and channeling our inner action heroes, I assure you, we don't travel like that on a daily basis, okay? But we do take great pride in saying that right here in DeKalb County, Georgia, we're grateful to have the second largest airport at PDK. We're very proud of PDK. And we're also grateful for partners like Wheels Up, who allowed us to film in their aircraft. A special thank you to our media partner. At this time, if Colin Quinn, as well as Jack Bernstein, is present, please stand. Thank you all so much for creating a cinematic masterpiece. I want to assure everyone that during the filming, no cabinet members were harmed and we all walked out just fine. But to you, Colin, let me say that it was over 15 years ago that you initially began working in my studio. Let me say to those of you who are here today that I often say women are like cats. We've lived a few lives. And when you walked through those doors, you were truly an incredible talent. And I want to thank you for answering the call and for being our sponsor on the video, because independent of you, DeKalb County can't afford the type of services that you offer. So thank you so much. I know we're far from the A-listers that you shoot, like Ben Affleck and all the others, as well as the luxury brands, but thank you for coming forward for us. At this time, thank you. He deserves it. At this time, I'd like for my husband, William H. Johnson III, my daughter, Zion Cochran, and my beloved Aunt Annie to please stand. Simply stated, I just want to say that I love you. You all are my sense of joy and my sense of stability. And I'm truly blessed to have a family like you. And with that, I'd say let's give them a round of applause because they always come out for me. As you all just saw from the video, we were presented the opportunity and we have accepted the mission. And now we are executing it together. So welcome to Mission Possible, DeKalb Reimagined. Let me say that today is a historic day for me. It's a day of deep personal meaning because just 1 year ago, I sat in this same audience alongside many of you. At that time, I was in the middle of the race of my life. But today, I stand before you as the Chief Executive Officer of DeKalb County because of many of you who are present today in this room. One year ago at this time, former CEO Michael Thurman left the baton here. So I felt that it was only befitting that I come here to receive it where it was left. So today I pick up the baton. But I want to be clear that the race has already begun. To the Board of Commissioners that I serve alongside, Commissioner Robert Patrick from District 1, Presiding Officer Michelle Long-Spears from District 2, our Deputy Presiding Officer, Nicole Messiah from District 3, Commissioner Shakira Johnson from District 4, Commissioner Marita Davis Johnson from District 5, Commissioner Ted Terry from Super District 6, and also Ladina Bolton, Dr. Bolton, who serves in my seat of Super District 7. It is truly an honor to serve alongside you. Today, as I pick up the baton,
I want to extend a baton to you. At this time, you will be receiving that baton. Whomever's responsible, there we go. Good old J.P. Phillips. And let me say that I extend this baton to you because we are in this race together. At my inauguration, I provided each of you with a gavel because I want you to know that one man is no greater than the other, that we serve together as leaders, and our collective success is only limited by our determination. Each baton bears an inscription that reads, "The race has begun. We understand perseverance is not a long race. It is many short races, one after another. United, we will win our race and go down in history as individuals who ran not for ourselves, but for the people that we serve." So I'm grateful for your service to DeKalb County, and I am proud to serve alongside you. So commissioners, together we will continue the race and complete the most progressive years, I promise, in DeKalb County history. Next, I want to recognize the 12 cities that help form the rich fabric that is known as DeKalb County, as well as the mayors who lead them. I want to ask each mayor to stand and that everyone here hold your applause until I have acknowledged all 12 mayors. Beginning with Mayor Jonathan Elmore from the city of Avondale Estates, Mayor John Park from the city of Brookhaven, Mayor Brian Mock from the city of Chamblee, Mayor Beverly Burks from the city of Clarkston, Mayor Patty Garrett from the city of Decatur, Mayor Joseph Garman from the city of Doraville, Mayor Lynn Deutsch from the city of Dunwoody could not be with us today, and we must all lift her in prayer due to the loss of her mother. I also acknowledge at this time Mayor Shamika Reynolds from the city of Lithonia, Mayor Brandy Hall from the city of Pine Lake, Mayor Jasmine Cobble from the city of Stonecrest, Mayor Beverly Jones from the city of Stone Mountain, and last but not least, Mayor Frank Almond from the city of Tucker. Let's give them all a warm round of applause. These mayors and their city governments are a vital partner in a shared vision to see DeKalb reach its full potential. Earlier this year, I had the honor of hosting both a board of commissioners as well as a mayor's retreat for all of our leadership. For the first time, we began a new tradition in DeKalb County. Together, we are breaking down silos. We are setting shared goals and building an inclusive and united vision for our future as a team. I also want to recognize Mayor Dickens. Thank you for being present, and to all of the ladies of the region who sit with me, who speak with me, who strategize with me. I am so proud to know each of you and to call you my friend. As a leader, I am honored to work alongside some of the most progressive counties in the United States. And to that end, to each and every one of you, I want to thank you. Your leadership and your commitment to public service make our collective progress possible. So please join me in thanking them collectively for their service. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge all former DeKalb County CEOs. Where is my beloved Leanna Levitan? Burl Ellis, let's stand. And is Vernon Jones present?
Of course, CEO Michael Thurman. And let us not forget Manuel Maloof. At this time, I would ask that the signed copies of my book is given to each of you, because through you, I have developed those chapters. On behalf of the residents of DeKalb County, we are better because of your service. And it is upon your shoulders that I proudly stand. And I'm grateful to have each one of you as both mentors as well as friends. Thank you to Senators Jon Ossoff and Senator Raphael Warnock for their kind words and for their steadfast support. And also thank you to Mr. Hilton Howell for his heartfelt message towards me, but also allowing us to be present here at the Assembly today. At this time, I'd also like to recognize all DeKalb County departments and employees. You are truly the heartbeat of DeKalb County, as well as the communities in which we serve. So thank you to our partners at the Council for Quality Growth, as well as the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce and our sponsors, and to all that call DeKalb County home. All departments, please stand at this time. Thank you all so much for your service. DeKalb County is proud to have more than 6,600 dedicated employees that serve each and every day. And now, let's get on to the state of the county. On my very first day in office, the mission wasn't theoretical, it was real. We were called to court by the U.S. Department of Justice regarding the federal consent decree tied to our water and sewer within my first 72 hours. The following week, a major water main break shut down our schools, our cities, as well as our businesses. And if that weren't enough, 2 powerful ice storms came that brought DeKalb County to a standstill. And this was just during my first 30 days. I want you to know when our staff couldn't drive, they walked. When our fire and rescue team, as well as an ambulance, was stuck in the ice and couldn't get a mother in labor to the hospital, our roads and drainage team picked up shovels, walked to the patient, and dug the ambulance out for a clear path to the hospital. Now, I want to be clear, they were successful, but baby Romani wasn't quite as patient. And he was safely delivered on that icy road by our amazing EMT and firefighters. At this time, I want to acknowledge those EMT members, EMT Kevin Harris and firefighter Matthew Kennedy. Please stand to be recognized, and thank you for your heroism. Some of the things I've experienced, you just can't make it up. At this time, I'd also like to recognize our Chief Darnell Fulham, if you're present. If Deputy Chiefs Melvin Carter as well as Scott Sellers are here, and our Director of Roads and Drainage, Ms. Peggy Allen, please stand. Everyone, please join me in simply saying, without applause, thank you. Okay, now in my first 60 days, I'd like to say that we proudly held 7 community town halls focused on water infrastructure and pending legislation that could affect our local governance. And that's not all. We presented a balanced budget to the Board of Commissioners in 15 days after I took office. Yes, that is a reason to applaud. But not only did we present a budget, my first budget included several transformative moves, including the creation of a $2 million real-time crime center and a pilot program utilizing drones as first responders, a county-wide organizational assessment,
a cost of service delivery assessment, and a countywide pay and class study to ensure that all DeKalb County employees are compensated fairly for the services that they provide. We didn't just accept the mission, we went to work. We went to work in record time, and we launched and began executing a bold and comprehensive plan that is truly designed to transform DeKalb County. And this started with a $4.27 billion infrastructure investment. This is the largest in county history, and we believe in state history. And that alone required tough decisions. As a commitment to swift and responsible governance, I've signed 2 executive orders. The first declared a state of emergency during our weather-related natural disasters. And the second was a budget and hiring freeze with a call across the county departments to create cost-cutting strategies to protect county resources, as well as prepare ourselves for potential federal funding freezings. And that, my friends, was just the first 100 days. I've always believed that momentum matters. And in DeKalb, we're not just moving. We're moving with purpose. Because while we've covered a lot of ground in a short period of time, we still have a long way to go. So I want to be clear, we are just getting started. So let's talk about where we go from here. Let's talk about the initiatives and investments that will shape the next chapter of DeKalb County's story. Starting with one of our most urgent priorities, public safety. Public safety is not just one of our priorities, it's the foundation that supports them all. We made historic investments in our police department. We reallocated more than $10 million in police pay and benefits, making truly DeKalb County's police officers amongst the highest in the state of Georgia and certainly in the region. And I want to be clear, the investment we've made was not just a gesture. It is a strategic investment in recruiting and retaining top talent here in DeKalb County. We're ensuring our officers are not only better compensated, but that they are also better equipped. At this time, I would like to acknowledge our Director of Public Safety, Chief Lumpkin. I'd also like to acknowledge our Interim Police Chief, Gregory Padrick. If members of the Uniform Division, our Criminal Investigations Division, our Special Services Division, as well as all other individuals who protect and serve the people of DeKalb County, if you are present at this time, please stand. On behalf of the more than 768,000 residents of DeKalb County, I say thank you. Public safety is an essential element of economic development. Business owners need to feel safe opening their doors and welcoming customers. Families need to feel confident raising their children in DeKalb. And developers and major employers won't invest in DeKalb unless they are confident that we are safe, secure, and that they are supported. We also know that public procurement is one of the most powerful tools local government has to generate economic opportunity. That's why we're taking a hard look in DeKalb at how we do business. We've increased our focus on equity and efficiency. And again, I say equity and efficiency. And I join you, Jovan, in not being fearful of speaking truth to power. Because in DeKalb County, I recognize that a hand up is not a hand out. Until we as leaders understand that we are truly better together, And if we fail to provide for the least of those, we have failed our communities. So we have increased our funding and our view on equity and efficiency in county contracting, and we are committed to ensuring that local, that small, that minority, as well as women-owned businesses are not only aware of procurement in DeKalb County, but that they are equipped to compete for opportunities here. We welcome you to DeKalb County. Through our strong partnerships with Decide DeKalb, the DeKalb County Chamber of Commerce, as well as Discover DeKalb, we continue to focus on expanding opportunities for businesses to grow and thrive across the county. We're also taking enforcement seriously. As a part of Operation Safe Streets initiatives, we have updated our loitering ordinance to make it illegal in DeKalb County to loiter at gas and service stations, at motels, and other high crime areas and monitored businesses. And we should clap about that. Because it's not enough to invite businesses in. We must create an atmosphere and a condition where businesses have the ability to thrive. And our new Chief Development Officer, Jacob Vallow, is leading the charge to execute DeKalb County's strategic economic development initiatives and ensure that DeKalb County attracts the top businesses not only in the region, but across the state of Georgia and beyond. So we're thinking big in DeKalb County, and we're acting fast. And the truth is, again, we're just getting started. We're making it easier to start a business and invest in our economy here. Because when DeKalb does business, I want the world to say, they do business right. So let's talk infrastructure. In fact, let's go back to day one of my administration, or at least the first 72 hours. As I mentioned earlier, during my first week in office, we were called into court by the U.S. Department of Justice, the EPA, and the EPD regarding our longstanding federal consent decree for water and sewer infrastructure. Water infrastructure has been a problem in DeKalb County for decades, and I want to be clear, we're not different from many other jurisdictions. Increasingly, we are dealing with aging infrastructure and limited resources because the truth is, most people care more about what they can see than what they cannot. But the issue with that is what you can't see determines what you can. So the can had been kicked down the road long enough, and I refuse to do the same. And I am grateful to our Board of Commissioners who understood the necessity for the investment that was required. So instead, what we did was go to work, and we immediately began asking the tough questions. We asked, what must be done to fix the problem? How do we ensure clean, safe, and reliable water for every citizen in DeKalb County? What steps must we take to avoid an even greater crisis than we now face later? Believe me, no new administration wants to come in and announce a rate increase. But after analyzing the data, seeing the risk, and hearing directly from our technical experts and consultants who were on the ground, I believed wholeheartedly that if the people of DeKalb County truly understood the magnitude and the true condition of the water infrastructure, they would want to invest in a cleaner, safer future and a reliable water system. The proper course of action was not a matter of discretion. It was a matter of public health. So we moved forward with a bold vision and a necessary solution. A 10-year water and sewer rate increase at 10% annually that has become known across the state of Georgia and even on the federal level as the 10 by 10. And I'm proud to stand before you today and say that with the support of the Board of Commissioners, we passed it. I want to be clear as an elected official that oftentimes we are faced with difficult decisions. But I want to say that to everyone that is present today, it is one of the best decisions that I've ever made in my life to move forward with what was needed. And that is a reason to applaud. With that investment, we are now moving forward with the largest infrastructure investment in DeKalb County history, a $4.27 billion amount that is dedicated to rebuilding and modernizing our sewer and water infrastructure. This investment will create over 6,000 jobs in DeKalb, and it will ensure compliance with our federal consent decree. And recently, DeKalb County received more than $4 million as a part of the 2024 TIP solicitation process. And this money was received through the Atlanta Regional Commission for the Claremont Road intersection improvements. At this time, I would like to ask Director and CEO of the Atlanta Regional Commission, Anna Roach, to please stand if she is present. I know that we do have individuals who are members of the Atlanta Regional Commission, and I'd just like to say to you that I'm grateful for the leadership and the stewardship and to be a part of the Atlanta Regional Commission. To Director and CEO Anna Roach, your leadership, your resolve, and your commitment to the region is unmatched. According to Peter Drucker, only 3 things happen naturally in organizations: friction, confusion, and underperformance. Everything else requires leadership. To ensure responsible government, a countywide organizational assessment was funded in my inaugural budget. This assessment will be a critical tool for understanding our strengths and identifying areas where we need stronger governance, as well as improved processes and a better allocation of the resources that we have. Transparency is the cornerstone of good government. And that's why we've made it a priority to be open, to be honest, and to simply be upfront with our constituents. Sharing timely updates with the community to ensure residents across DeKalb County are informed. Under the leadership of our new Chief Communications Officer, Deanna Smith, we are taking a conglomerate approach to our communications across DeKalb. In our first 100 days, we disseminated more than 153 press releases, covering everything from infrastructure investments to public safety initiatives, and we launched a weekly newsletter that increased our reach in DeKalb County by more than 100,000 residents. And if that's not enough, we've also rolled out a text-by-phone communication to ensure that we are communicating with DeKalb County residents in real time. We've had 3 formal press conferences, 6 town halls, and are completely reimagining how we communicate across DeKalb County. With a full county website overhaul underway and enhanced digital and social media strategies in development. With more than 200 national awards for broadcasting excellence, the Emmy Award-winning DCTV, Channel 23, promotes transparency and education through programming. You can join us any day on DC23 to learn more about DeKalb County. DCTV's work will connect DeKalb residents to their government in unprecedented ways and highlight the people, services, as well as opportunities that make DeKalb County great. You know, I was often told, it doesn't matter what you've done if no one knows. In DeKalb County, we want to ensure that every resident understands the goods, the services, and the actions that we take, because we want DeKalb County residents to simply be informed. So together, we are building a more connected and transparent government, and we're being responsible stewards with taxpayer dollars, as well as innovative in our approach. As a part of my executive order freezing all new spending and hiring, I also ask that every department submit to me cost-saving measures and revenue-generating strategies. And then I listened. Our new PDK Airport Director, Hunter Hines, presented a proposal to me to collect transient landing fees, a measure that will generate $2 million annually in revenue by charging non-resident aircrafts who land at PDK at our county airport. This fee simply makes good sense. And Hunter, I want to thank you for your leadership, because in DeKalb County, we will not leave money on the table that is due to the residents and the taxpayers of DeKalb. As we move forward, those who use our airport will share in our capital improvements. As a part of my governmental efficiency initiatives, we are proud to have our first Chief Intergovernmental Affairs Liaison, Ms. Martha Ravello. I want to thank Mayor Garman for the kind words. This action was taken because it's simply necessary. It's long overdue that there is a dedicated individual who works with our cities on behalf of DeKalb County. Martha works directly with all 12 mayors to ensure optimal outcomes and stronger collaborations. And within our first 60 days, we immediately began transferring information that was readily available that simply had not been previously shared. We are reimagining what good government looks like, and we're creating a high quality of life, and we're ensuring that everyone in our community has the ability to live with dignity. And in the months ahead, we will be announcing a comprehensive and groundbreaking sustainable framework for better coordinated services for our unhoused, strategies that will help us reduce homelessness and improve access to wraparound services that often lead to permanent solutions for those who are in need. Creating a high quality of life is not one initiative. It is the sum total of them all. And that's why public safety, economic development, infrastructure, housing, and beautification all converge right here. We're working closely with DeKalb County schools to ensure that our children thrive and excel. We're tackling youth violence head on through investments in programming that help foster social and civic responsibility, as well as conflict resolution. And I'm proud to say that we are continuing the tradition of providing 350 internships for our students in DeKalb County schools, right here in DeKalb County, so that we can ensure that no child is left behind and that every child has a meaningful opportunity during the summer. And that is a reason to applaud. Thank you, commissioners, for that continued support. We have also renewed our commitment to sustainability. And at this time, I will just honestly acknowledge Commissioner Ted Terry, because Commissioner Terry, and the one thing about our board is we all have areas in which we're passionate. And he shows up consistently to make sure that we are honorable. So we are encouraging composting and moving DeKalb County towards solar initiatives that will have a lasting environmental outcome for us. Because how we care for our community today will determine the health of our neighborhoods tomorrow. DeKalb is blessed to have some of the most beautiful green space in the entire region, with more than 145 miles of trails, including the Peachtree Creek Greenway, Arabia Mountain Path, and also our South River Trail. Residents can walk, bike, and connect just by walking outside their own backyards in many instances. When people ask me, what kind of community are we building? I say this: a place where people are proud to live. The road ahead for DeKalb is not just a destination, it is a vision. A bold, inclusive, and forward-looking vision that we are committed to realizing as a county and as a board of commissioners. We must realize it together. And I want to be very clear, the road ahead is not easy. There is much work to be done. But together, we will walk it with purpose, guided by a shared belief that DeKalb County can be a national model of excellence, of equity, as well as transformation. We are not waiting for the future. The future has already arrived, and we are in the process of building it. So let me be clear. We are not afraid of the challenge because we have already accepted the mission to make DeKalb safer, to make DeKalb smarter, to make DeKalb stronger, to make DeKalb the best place to live, work, play, and worship. We've seen what's possible when our values are aligned, our communities are engaged, and our leaders are united and committed. Our work is more than just a few months of progress. It is a declaration of who we are becoming. We are committed to being a government that leads with integrity, who delivers with urgency, and who governs with compassion. We are embracing the complexity of our challenges because we believe in the brilliance of the people that live within DeKalb County and those who are committed to working alongside us to see us reach our true potential. DeKalb County is not just reimagined. I want to be clear, it is awakened. From our small businesses to our schools, from our green spaces to our government halls, there is a sense of pride growing in every corridor of DeKalb County. You can feel it and you can believe it. So here's my charge to all of you that have gathered here today. We must all keep dreaming boldly. We must keep challenging ourselves to do better. We must keep showing up. We must keep speaking up. And we must keep lifting up our neighbors. Because while the administration has accepted the mission, I want to be clear, we cannot do this alone. This is our mission collectively. The mission is now. The mission is possible. The mission is DeKalb County Reimagined. I want to thank you, and may God bless each of you, and may God bless DeKalb County, Georgia.
Madam CEO, thank you for that inspiring message. And I got to tell you guys, don't leave. This is mission possible, all right? Thank you again. Before we leave, I've got a couple of things to say. I want to make sure that we recognize our presenting sponsors again. Please watch the screen. Our presenting sponsors include Amazon, American Heart Association, and Fulton DeKalb Hospital Authority. Thank you. And all of our gold sponsors shown on the screen and all of our silver sponsors. Thank you again very, very much for being here. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Frankie?
On behalf of the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce and our board of directors, we definitely want to thank all of you for being here with us and joining Madam CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson and celebrating not only the state of the county, but her first 100 successful days with DeKalb County. So thank you all and enjoy your afternoon.